Hi, I'm Moses, the luthier for GuitarChimp.com. From time to time we get guitars in that require a little bit more TLC than just your average cleaning and polishing. In today's case, we got a 1959 Gibson Les Paul Jr. that had a screw break off that holds the pickup cover on. So I'm going to show you a little trick that I learned from John Reuter at the Roberto Venn School of Luthery, and it's a fancy little trick and it works every time. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with a hollow brass tube. We're going to cut off a little section of it and use a needle file, a 3-corner needle file, to cut some grooves in the end of it and make teeth that will function essentially like a saw in a circle. We're going to chuck that into a drill and drill out around the broken screw, which will release it from the wood, pull it out, and we can then dowel it and drill a new hole, put the new screw in. Let's have a look. So what I've done here is I've got this brass tubing in a little vise here so it's easier to cut, and I've just clamped that to my bench. We're going to take this 3-corner file, we're going to place it on top, make sure it doesn't really wiggle around. And it doesn't take a whole lot, you don't need to go particularly deep. Do that a couple times around this. That'll get all the teeth cut in it that you need.
Oh. Yeah, I can help
So now you can see we've got a nice series of teeth around here. And we're gonna put that in a drill, cut that screw right out. Now before we drill this out, one of the things we want to do is make sure we don't go too deep. So we'll take the screw from the other side of the pick guard and hold it up to this tubing, see how deep it goes, and place a little bit of masking tape right around the tube so we know that we don't go too deep. Although the top of this guitar is certainly aged and has a lot of dings, you still want to protect it. You don't want to add any more to it. So we're going to put a little rag down, move this pickup out of the way, and we're going to take this bit, we're going to place it right around this screw. Make sure you're holding it up straight, nice and square to the body. You're not going to need a lot of torque on this. You don't need a high speed. Let the bit do the work. And let's go for it. Now as you can see, the screw is trapped on the inside of the tubing. This tubing is inexpensive, so if you can't get that out, you can just throw it away, but generally you can just cut off a little bit of that tubing and throw that section away. All that's left to do now is to glue and dowel the hole, drill a new hole, and put it all back together. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, go ahead and subscribe, give us a like, all that fancy stuff. Head over to GuitarChimp.com where you can see this beautiful Les Paul up for sale, as well as many other guitars and effect pedals. And, oh, I gotta go back to work, sorry.